Yasharallah, Yahweh, Allahayanawa, Yahweh, Ahad, Shema, Yasharallah, Yahweh, Allahayanawa, Yahweh, Ahad, Shema, Yasharallah, Yahweh, Allahayanawa, Yahweh, Ahad. Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahweh Shai, Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahweh Shai, Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahweh Shai, Bahasam Chakudas. I want to give double honor to our elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone as well as peace and blessings, health and wellness to the house of David the elect. I'm the high spirit wind lawyer, our spirit wind Levi. And today I want to go over to a topic. Turn this down. Today I want to go into a topic entitled Individualistic Culture Will Be No More in the Kingdom. All right, individualistic culture, individualism culture will be no more. All right, part of the sickness and the imbalances, all right, within our nation as Israelites, but within this country, is that this is an individualism culture. All right, and the Most High did not nations, the Most High did not create nations. All right, to be individualistic within themselves. If you look at the contrast between the Western way and the Eastern way, all right, if you look at the contrast between the Western way and the Eastern way, they're going to show you that the West is full of individualism, all right, whereas the East is full of collectivism, all right. So the West is full of individualism, all right, and the East is full of collectivism, all right. So back in our native country, in our native land, we worked as a collective, all right? It wasn't until we came to America and we got acculturated into America, all right, is that when we became individualistic, all right? That's not the way that the Most High wants a nation or his nation to run. He doesn't want his nation to run off individualistic ideologies, all right? That's why, you know, people are not having children. Women who've never had children, are getting their tubes tied, or they'll get abortions, or they'll be on birth control. All right, these are not women who are in the truth, because you know, if you're in the truth, you're not going to up and want to have children now, because you know what time we're coming into. But I'm talking about women who, in pursuit of a career, their own happiness. All right. You have men, all right, who they'll have money, but their little ones will be suffering, all right, or their grandkids will be suffering, man. All right, that's all part of individualism culture, man. Like if you look at the neighborhood, a lot of the laws that we have is based off the unity of our neighbors, man. But in this country, we don't know our neighbors, man. You'll live next to someone for 5 years in an apartment complex, or 10 years next to a house, and y'all don't really know each other like that, man. That's part of that individualistic culture, man. It's not really healthy. That's not to say you need to up and be friendly, because we live in a dangerous time, man. We're just making a point for edification's sake, man. Okay? Making a point for edification's sake. All right, this is individualistic culture, all right? The Most High didn't create humans to go in scattered directions. All right, Shalom, Shalom, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh, Bahasham, Kakadash, Barakatah, hey, Barakatham to you brothers and sisters who are tuning into this live stream, man. That's why the scriptures goes into how people will be covetous and lovers of their own selves, all right? Because individualism is part of the decadence of Rome and part of the downfall of Rome. All right, you have to remember, outside of a first world society, people actually rely on each other's labor, all right, to sustain themselves as a collective, all right? We lived in an agrarian society back in Israel, and we had strict laws for collectivism, all right? There's a reason why, you know, we had a lazy son, the nigga didn't want to work, he didn't drink, he was a damn living parasite. There's a reason why you stoned him to death, because that affected the whole nation or the whole tribe, right? You see? We lived in an agrarian society, all right, like the brother's bringing out. from anointed blessings, two are better than one. All right. So, hey, even in Great Millstone, you know, we come into this truth, and a lot of us, we're in our 20s, 30s, even 40s and 50s by the time we came into the truth. So a lot of us have an individualistic mindset, but we have to focus on, you know, not being individuals in this truth, man, in the body. You know, that's why the scriptures speak on, you know, focusing on the needs of other brothers, roughly paraphrasing. All right. We got to practice, because a lot of us we're in survival mode, or we were in self-preservation mode. All right. Before we came into the truth, we were just naturally solitude, because if you were the elect, you might have been sort of solitary in the world, and rightfully so. But in this truth, you can't have that solitary mindset. So it's actually spiritually and mentally healthy to, you know, link up in the middle of the week and do lessons with brothers. You know, it's actually spiritually healthy, you know, and it's also good for your mental health. All right. 1 second, Aki. It's actually good for your mental health, man. But Esau has it in Babylon. You can literally live in your own bubble. You can literally live in your own bubble, all right, every day until you die. You just have an apartment, get your little apartment dogs, have your shows lined up on your streaming devices, all right, and have no regard for what's going on around you, as long as your needs and wants are met. And I'm thinking about Eve, man. Eve live in these little apartments. They got their little dog, their little apartment dog, but they're straight up individuals, man. All right, and if you're a sister in this truth, you know, if that's not the Most High have you set up, that's different. But you know how Eve is, man. All right, everybody's after their own selfish needs because of the nature of Babylon within the West. And the nature of Babylon within the West is to fulfill your needs without any regard to your family. See, like if you look at Jake from West Africa, they make moves for their family. Even when they come to America and they get these grants to start a business, a lot of that money goes to their parents that may be still in Africa. Okay? A lot of that money goes to, because in their culture, which it comes from our culture, Israel, your elders come first. Your mom and dad, your grandparents, they come first. They're reverenced. In this society, your sons and daughters come first. All the money goes to them. Their clothes, all right, their toys, and they don't care about those toys. They don't care about those clothes. I was talking to an Elamite maybe 2 years ago, maybe a year, I say 2 years ago, and they was talking about the difference between American culture and East Indian culture, and they were saying that they don't understand how Americans reward their kids. They said that Americans, they just give their kids toys, and their kids didn't even do any, they did not do anything to merit those toys. Like, what did you do as a child to merit getting these toys and getting these new gifts for no reason? And you wonder why American kids are spoiled, man. Because you give them tablets and toys, and it's like, what did they do for that? Like I said, in these Eastern countries, or countries that have a traditional system, rightfully so, the elders get that reward. But you got selfish people in America, man. The same people that help you get in that position, your parents, you get that money, and you acting funny with the money. All right? So the Most High had systems set up to where your parents are not going to be subject to poverty or being in a nursing home. All right? You're not set up to make all this money and neglect your parents, man. You have no idea, all right, what it means to really fear Yahweh B'Shem Shai. All right? Most of our women are going to die in the West because they love this shit. They love the West. They love this shit, man. A lot of Jake going to die too. But most of our women are going to die in this place because they love it. They're judging Jake by the rules or the formalities that happens within the West and not within the scriptures. But most women were raised by the scriptures. So they've all neglected in some way, shape, or form the ways of their forefathers for the ways of the West, man. All right? You know, you got all these LGBTQ friends, all right? You have all these individualistic minded friends, all right? You bring all these dudes into your world that's not traditional. And Jake is not exempt from this. Jake loves this individualistic culture, man. All right? These are that's why people love their animals so much in this country, man. All right, don't get me wrong, I love animals too, right? Part of that is because of that social reclusive nature that we have in this society. So you really only fuck with your pets, man. All right? Your pets don't hold you accountable for your actions, man. All right? This place is gonna burn, man. We're at the end. All right? We're at the end. Better is the end of a thing than the beginning, but I'm picking out one of the elements, one of the characteristics that makes the society a Western society, and it's individualism, man. All right? Which really is selfishness and being self-absorbed in your own bubble. You know, you live in a big city, all right? It's weird to make light conversation with a stranger. You stay in the East Coast, you stay up north, it's weird to make a light conversation with a stranger, man. They look at you crazy, man. You know, Jake may be on the side of the road, Jake, your car may be broke down, and nobody's gonna stop for you in most cities. I heard stories about women being pregnant and their car stuck on the side of the road and nobody's gonna stop. That's not normal. That's not normal, man. You think the Most High is pleased with the mindset that's on the planet Earth in 2024? He's not, because he recorded why he destroyed the flood. Not only in Genesis, the 6th chapter, but also Wisdom of Solomon, the 14th chapter. He recorded why he destroyed the first world with the flood, man. All right? He went into the mindset that was in the earth, all right? Which was nothing that he created was respected. No structure of human government was respected. That's why I said marriage was defiled, all right? Human life was not honored. All right, covetousness, truce breakers, all right? Sending your sons and daughters through the fire of Molech, all right? Backstabbers. These were all right, prominent before the flood. And it's worse now. Changing of kind. What do you think that means, man? Transformers. Back then, their rendition of it with their technology. Okay? So, this place, it has to melt, man. It has to melt. It has to go. All right? Because people have basically resulted to their primitive nature. The whole aspect, the whole purpose of the first age, the whole aspect of the time of Adam to now was really a demonstration of sin, but it was also to show, are you going to serve the Most High despite your devices that are hardwired in your flesh? Are you going to be obedient and follow his laws despite your natural primitive devices? See, in the kingdom, when it comes to the nation of Israel, we're not going to have within our bodies a device contrary to the laws. All right, I will we get those new bodies. All right, it's going to be hardwired to keep the laws of Yahweh by Shema Shai as though it's second nature. It's going to be second nature to keep the laws. But the whole purpose on this side was to subdue sin and master self-control. All right, master self-control. All right, to serve Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. All right, master self-control to serve Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. Okay, but you know, with that, I do hope you brothers and sisters were edified. Once again, I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Kodash. I also want to give double honors to our elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone Ruel, as well as peace and blessings, health and wellness to the house of David the elect. Abba Baal, Kamiyah Shalom.